YouTube? What is going on today, guys? It is your girl Bree. Welcome back to the channel. We are finally here playing the Black Ops 6 beta live on stream. This game feels absolutely incredible so far. I cannot wait to dive further into everything this beta has to offer. Friendly reminder, you guys can play the beta if you pre-ordered the game. It is available from today until Wednesday for the early access beta, and then next weekend is open beta for everyone. So now that we got that out of the way, first of all, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Secondly, let's dive into everything that this game has to offer. Like I said before, it is the beta, so we're not getting the full game yet. Zombies you can't play. Can't play the new Warzone map yet. None of that. But let's dive into the weapons. So base, you're not going to be able to use any of your loadouts until you hit level 4. Once you hit level 4, you will get access to all of the blueprints that you get access to whenever you paid for the Vault edition of the Black Ops 6 pre-order. So we've got the XM4, the AK-74, not the AK-47, and the AMES 85. You do get a pretty gnarly blueprint if you pre-ordered. This is what I've been using in a lot of the B-roll that you guys are going to see in this video. Now, moving on to SMGs, we've got the C9 or the MP5, and then we've got the Jackal PDW. Once again, if you pre-ordered the Vault Edition, you will get a blueprint that you guys are going to be able to use, so you're not going to have to fully max anything out if you want to get your hands dirty right away. They gave us one shotgun for the beta that you also did get a blueprint for if you pre-ordered. It is the Marine SP. It one pumps at like very close ranges, and if you're a little bit further away, it's a shotgun, so obviously it's not going to one pump, but it's pretty fun to use, and the animation of firing it and reloading is pretty sick to see. As far as LMGs that go, they gave us an XMG. I haven't really used this too much yet, but I'm going to dive into it later on. Feels kind of clunky. I think I picked it up. I used it once, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Marksman rifle, we got the SWAT 5.56. It's a burst gun, or you can put it into a single fire weapon. It comes on one of the default loadouts that you first get whenever you first start playing the game. It's got a holographic sight on it. I didn't really care for it, but I can't wait to level it up and build my own custom loadout. They did give us 2 snipers in this beta this weekend, and honestly, they look pretty sick. The LR762 feels very good. Once again, you do get a blueprint, so if you guys are worried about leveling up guns and not going to be able to use attachments, don't worry about that if you pre-ordered the Vault Edition. If you did not, it really sucks for you, and you're just gonna have to level up guns to go to the old-fashioned way. And then the SVD, I haven't really gotten my hands on it that much. It kind of reminds me of the Dragunov or the KV inhibitor from MW3, but there is all of the weapons so far. Now in your loadouts, you do get a primary, a secondary, and a melee. You automatically get a melee weapon no matter what. All you got to do is hold down or double tap your melee button twice. You'll whip out your knife and you'll get automatic tac sprint for the rest of the match until you switch your guns. The pistols we got are the GS45 and the 9mm PM. I haven't unlocked the 9mm yet, but I'm very excited to because it reminds me of the 9mm you get on the 1 campaign level of Black Ops 1. And I'm really excited to use this in multiplayer. We got a launcher. I'm not going to probably really use that much, but we might dabble. I don't know. We'll see. I'm so happy that they let us have stim shots in this beta. They feel really good. I got some B-roll for you guys to kind of enjoy. See how fast they stim, or see how fast they kind of like go in. It's not a huge clunky animation like Warzone 2 was, or Modern Warfare 2. Feeling really good about the stims. We've got flashbangs, concussion grenades, and proxy alarms. This is kind of like reminds me of a suppression mine in Warzone right now, where it kind of like goes off and makes a noise and alerts you whenever there's an enemy nearby. As far as lethals go, we got frags, simtexes, and thermos. I'm kind of sad they didn't put the tomahawks in the beta, but that gives us something to look forward to whenever the full game does come out. And then field upgrades, we've got an assault pack, which is basically an ammo/equipment munitions box, so to speak. Trophy system, neurogas, which is like a fart bomb, but it sticks in the ground, and the acoustic AMP. This is going to be very interesting to use in multiplayer because it basically amplifies enemy footsteps that are around you for a specific duration of time. So I can't wait to unlock this and kind of see like if it's broken or not. The game hasn't been out long enough for us to really know what's broken and what's not. So I think this might be one of those little cheesy things, especially for next weekend when Search and Destroy gets released in the playlist. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of the perk systems, man. Perk system, we're going back to the regular three perk system. And with Black Ops 6, they did something very, very interesting. I'm not level 11 yet, but once you hit level 11 and you can unlock double time, whenever you equip 3 perks of the same color or category, you unlock a specialty. Now, let me move my camera. So whenever you go to your specialty right here, if you equip 3 of the same red perks, you're going to get the Enforcer specialty. Blue perks is Recon. Green perks is going to be Strategist. So they basically all have their same their own benefits to running 3 perks of the same category. So let's say you run all 3 red perks, you're going to have the Enforcer specialty, which gives you a temporary buff to movement speed and health regen whenever you kill an enemy, which I think is kind of like quick fix in a way, but I'm very excited to get my hands on this and dive into it further. Whenever you equip 3 of the blue perks, it's going to give you the recon specialty. Enemies can be seen through walls for a short period of time after respawn. I don't have any trouble with that because I already cheat. Just kidding. That's a joke. HUD edge indicator flashes when an enemy is outside your view, kind of like high alert. Leave no death skulls whenever you're killing enemies. So if you kill someone, the enemy team is not going to see where their teammates died, letting you kind of cover up your tracks. Now, as far as the green perk specialty goes, you get a score bonus for objectives and destroying enemy content like trophy systems, proxy mines, whatever the case may be. See enemy content through walls, kind of like engineer, and deploy equipment and field upgrades faster. So it kind of gives you a faster respawn time for those trophy systems and munitions boxes. So yeah, I think that kind of covers everything that you guys are going to see in the beta. We also do get sprays and emotes back in this game, which is going to be huge. They gave us bare bones for the beta, of course, but I can't wait to see what we're going to get in the battle pass for season 1, what we're going to get in the store for season 1, and they might even integrate sprays and emotes with completing certain challenges, prestiging, and things like that. So it's going to be very, very exciting. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the beta, how you're feeling about Omnimovement. I'm going to include a clip right after this of me like talking. I'm going to kind of go over the Omnimovement, my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think below, and have fun playing the beta, and I'll see you guys on next week's video. So as far as Omnimovement goes, I'm going to try to do this in the back of the map where nobody's going to fucking shoot me. Obviously, you have your strafing, front, back, left, right. You have dive to the right. You can also shoot and dive and aim at the same time. Like this. Just like that, see? Then you can dive forward. And you can dive backward and shoot at the same time. So it's kind of like, there's also a new shoulder peek feature. So let's say I want to round this corner, right, and peek it and see. You're going to automatically start to kind of shoulder it a little bit. It's not like it's as heavy as like Tarkov would be, but it's noticeable, slightly noticeable. Okay, so there's kind of like an overview of the Omnimovement. As far as me saying, is Omnimovement good or bad, right? It feels fluid. It feels fluid, especially once you get your own time into the game and you get your hands on it. It's very hard for me as a player to sit here and kind of walk you through it. It's kind of like the same as whenever I was watching it at COD Next. It's kind of like I have to get my hands on it to play, same as you guys. I can't really make a judgment for you as in like, oh my god, Omnimovement's so cracked, so broken. Everything is so new and so fresh that it just feels like it's gonna take a lot of getting used to, a lot of settings getting tweaked, because I mean, this is just the beta, so there's no telling what other settings and shit's gonna be included in the full game when it does come out. But if you guys have the option to play the beta, you have the money to pre-order the game, to get your hands on it earlier, I feel like that would be better, so that you're not waiting until launch day to kind of get your reps in and knock off the rust, so to speak, as far as getting this movement down pat. I'm gonna be playing pretty much from today of day 1 of the beta up until Wednesday, and then next week is the open beta. So I mean, I feel like it's gonna be, people are just gonna get better and better and better, gonna figure out the cheese, gonna figure out the best way to move and slide and dive and all that stuff. So as far as the Omnimovement goes, it feels fluid. It definitely feels different. I don't want you guys to hop on the game and be like, hey, Bree, you lied to me. In your video, you said the Omnimovement was so good and so great. Well, it feels like shit. The reason it feels like shit is because it's new and you're literally just gonna have to figure out what works for you. But at the end of the day, moving around like a crackhead is not always gonna win the gunfight for you. The best way to win your gunfights is to shoot your gun and hit your shots, right? That's how it's always been. That's how it's always gonna be. You know, it's just, it is what it is.